quiet. Just let me know when you're ready to start, whenever you're good to go.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Gulshad and I am facilitator at Rehan School Islamabad campus. So viewers, today we are talking with Maya. So let's get started. So Maya, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Nice to talk with you, Gulshah. What do you want to talk about today?
Okay Maya, asking you
Yeah?
some questions. So my first question is that what is procrastinations?
Procrastination? You mean stealing procrastination, putting things off, delaying tasks?
Yes, tell me.
It's basically when you know you should do something, but keep finding excuses to do it later instead. Like knowing you need to study, but ending up scrolling through your phone instead. Often it's driven by anxiety about the task itself, feeling overwhelmed, perfectionism, or just not knowing where to start.
Okay, my next question is that why do people procrastinate?
Good question. A lot of reasons, actually. Sometimes it's about task aversion, basically, just don't want to do it. Other times it's about mood. People procrastinate when they're stressed, anxious, or depressed. Perfectionism plays a role too. If you feel like you have to do something perfectly, it can be paralyzing. And sometimes it's just poor time management skills, like feeling overwhelmed by big tasks and not knowing how to break them down. Does that make sense?
Okay, my next question is that how does presti proscri
How does
yes
how does procrastination affect daily routine?
yes affect productivity?
Okay, so procrastination hits productivity hard. It creates this cycle where you feel guilty about putting things off, which lowers your motivation even more. It can lead to rushing at the last minute, which often results in lower quality work. And consistently putting things off creates more stress and anxiety, making it harder to focus and be productive in general. It's like a domino effect. One delayed task leads to another, and soon you're feeling totally overwhelmed.
Okay, my next question is that what are the common sign of procrastinations?
You mean procrastination? Yeah, there are telltale signs. Constant delaying of tasks, like putting them off until the last possible minute. A lot of excuses to explain why you're not working on something. Feeling overwhelmed by tasks, even small ones. Frequently feeling stressed or anxious about deadlines. Maybe avoiding certain tasks altogether. And also, this is a big one, chronic lateness or missed deadlines. Those sound about right?
Okay, my next question is that why do students often procrastination or assignments?
You mean assignments specifically?
Yes.
Assignments are a big one because they can feel long, daunting, or just boring. But even beyond that, if someone feels overwhelmed by their workload overall, assignments become easier to put off. It's like a way of avoiding feeling stressed by having too much going on. Sometimes people don't see deadlines as serious or just underestimate how long something will actually take. Assignments also might touch on things people feel insecure about, like writing or public speaking, which makes procrastination a way to avoid feeling judged or failing at something.
Okay, my next question is that from you. Can procrastination affect mental health?
Yes, absolutely. Procrastination can really mess with your mental health. It creates a lot of stress and anxiety, which can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and frustration. Long term procrastination can even contribute to depression and low self esteem. There's a link between chronic procrastination and higher levels of cortisol, your stress hormone, which over time impacts health physically too. Plus, the constant feeling of being behind makes it harder to relax and enjoy your life.
Okay, my next question is that how can we identify our procrastination triggers?
Okay, so identifying your triggers is really key. Start by paying attention to when you procrastinate. What kinds of tasks make you delay? Is it certain subjects, big projects, or even just specific times of day? Try journaling or making a list. When did you procrastinate today? What were you feeling? Also, think about whether it's external triggers like noisy environment or internal ones like fear of failure. Once you know your patterns, it's easier to deal with them proactively.
Okay, my next question is that how does lack of motivation cause procrastinations?
Motivation is huge when it comes to procrastination. When you're just not feeling motivated, tasks feel harder, more overwhelming, less rewarding, like you're dragging yourself through mud instead of running a race. This lack of motivation loops with procrastination. The longer you delay, the harder it gets to get started, which reduces motivation even further. It's like your brain starts associating the task with negative feelings, so you avoid it.
Okay, my next question is that does poor time management lead to procrastination?
You mean time management?
Yeah.
Poor time management skills definitely fuel procrastination. When you don't plan ahead, tasks feel bigger and more daunting. It becomes easier to keep putting them off when you don't have a clear picture of how to break things down or when to work on them. Without deadlines and structure, everything just feels like a big mess waiting to happen. Good time management actually cuts procrastination down because it makes stuff more manageable.
Okay, nice answer. My next question is that why do difficult tasks make people procrastination?
You mean why do difficult tasks cause procrastination? Right, that's a really
Make
common
people.
one. P- People procrastinate on difficult tasks because they trigger emotional avoidance. We know it's going to be challenging, we expect it to be unpleasant, and our brains actually try to protect us by steering us toward things that feel easier or more enjoyable. It's like the brain says, yeah, this one's going to suck. Let's just do something else instead. And it's not just about difficulty, though, it's also about confidence. If you doubt your ability to handle something challenging, you're more likely to avoid it altogether.
Okay, my next question is that how does lack of clear goal cause delays?
Lack of clear goals? Yeah, that's a big procrastination factor. If you don't know exactly what you're working toward or why it matters, it's way easier to lose motivation and put things off. Clear goals give you direction and a sense of purpose, like having a map for your task instead of wandering in circles. Without that clarity, everything just feels vague and overwhelming, making procrastination way more appealing.
Okay, nice answer. My next question is that
Go ahead.
does
What's
fear
your
of
next question?
criticism lead to procrastination?
Absolutely. Fear of criticism is a huge procrastination driver. If you're worried about what others will think of your work or about potentially getting negative feedback, it's natural to want to avoid putting it out there. It's like you want to protect yourself from judgment, so you delay the inevitable. That fear is often worse than the actual task itself. A lot of people would rather delay something than potentially fail or get criticized.
Okay, my next question is that from you. What are the first steps to stop procrastination?
First step to stop. That's a big one. Start small. Pick one tiny, manageable piece of the task you're avoiding and do just that. Seriously, just 5 minutes on it. The hardest part is starting, and that first step breaks the paralysis. Also, acknowledge you're procrastinating instead of pretending you're busy with important things. That self awareness is actually really important.
Okay, my next question is that how does breaking tasks into smaller step help?
Breaking tasks down, it's game changing. When you look at something big and daunting, your brain gets overwhelmed. But when you break it into smaller steps, each one feels achievable. Like instead of write an essay, think research introduction, write outline, write first paragraph. It reduces overwhelm and makes starting way less scary because each step feels manageable rather than huge.
Okay, my next question is that from you, why is creating a daily schedule important?
Um, Creating a daily schedule is important because it gives your day structure and direction. Instead of floating through your tasks, you have specific blocks of time allocated for what needs to get done. That predictability reduces decision fatigue. You don't have to keep deciding what to work on next and creates momentum. Plus, when you see your day mapped out, it's much harder to avoid things. The plan is right there reminding you.
Okay, my next question is that why is it
Go ahead.
important to estimate distractions?
You mean deadlines? Yeah, they're super important. Deadlines create urgency. When you have to finish something by a certain date, it's way easier to prioritize. Plus, setting realistic deadlines forces you to actually plan and estimate how long tasks will take, which prevents you from overcommitting and getting overwhelmed. But important, make sure they're realistic or you're just setting yourself up for stress.
Okay, my next question is that how can rewards motivate people to finish tasks?
Rewarding yourself? Yeah, that's a smart technique. It's basically using positive reinforcement, like telling yourself you can watch an episode of your favorite show once you finish a certain amount of work. The brain learns to associate completing tasks with positive experiences, which builds motivation over time. It's like building a little reward system for yourself so you actually want to get things done.
Okay, nice answer. My next question is that why is it starting with the hardest task effective?
Eat the frog, that's what they call it. Starting with the hardest task gets it out of the way when you have the most energy and willpower. Once that thing is done, the rest of your day feels easier. Plus, it builds momentum. You're more likely to tackle other things when you've already conquered the biggest challenge. It takes discipline, but sets a positive tone for the rest of your day.
Okay, my next question is that what role does planning play in productivity?
Planning plays a massive role. Planning is where you get clarity on what needs to get done. So you're not just wandering around randomly trying things. It forces you to prioritize, create timelines, and break down tasks into achievable steps. It turns chaos into structure, making everything feel less overwhelming. A solid plan means you're less likely to get distracted and more likely to actually move forward.
Okay, my next question is that how can deadline motivate action?
A deadline creates a sense of urgency, like time's ticking, I have to get this done now. That pressure can actually focus your attention and get you working. Deadlines also force you to prioritize, so you know what needs to get done first instead of getting lost in busy work. It's like a friendly push. Without it, everything just floats around without real direction.
Okay, nice to meet you, Maya.
Nice to meet you too, Gulsha. Mo's good chatting.
So, everyone, it's time to say goodbye. We will meet again with another Maya. Till then, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan, Zindabad.
Take care.
Take care, you too.